Are you struggling to see results on YouTube and social media? Do you say to yourself, this will never work for me? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you my top 7 reasons why you're not seeing success on YouTube and social media. These are my 7 deadly sins that can limit your success. I'm Kevin with GrowWorks TV, and I'd like you to leave me a comment below telling me what you think your biggest hurdle is to being successful on YouTube and social media. Often we find ourselves stuck in a rut. We feel like our growth and potential are limited. We say to ourselves, I'm never going to accomplish, and you fill in the goal. Or we find ourselves saying, I am never going to be as successful as. And if you find yourself wondering these things, you may be committing one of these 7 fatal mistakes. And these mistakes could forever limit your growth and keep you from reaching your potential. And you may be asking yourself today, why does this matter to me? Well, according to the U.S. Small Business Administration, over 50% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. And during this time of uncertainty with the coronavirus and everything else going on in our society today, some estimates place the unemployment rate at over 40 million jobs lost within the last 6 months. So as an entrepreneur and a friend, I'm here to help you today overcome some of these hurdles that may be hurting you and potentially limiting your success as a small business owner. The first mistake that I see people make, myself included, is the mistake of perfectionism. And the first thing I'll tell you is that none of us are perfect. No one has ever made the perfect video. No one has ever run the perfect business. No one is perfect. And I'm here to tell you that only one man that's ever walked the face of the earth has been perfect. But the good news is, you don't have to be perfect to start. So don't let the crutch of perfectionism keep you from helping others. A quote that I like on this topic of perfection by Shannon L. Alder: there is no perfection, only beautiful versions of brokenness. You see, we are all broken in our own ways. We all have our own flaws, but that's where we find the beauty. Because of these flaws, we are all uniquely qualified to help others in our own unique way. So I challenge you to embrace the chaos and make something beautiful. The second common mistake that I see people making is fear of failure or self-doubt. How often do you find yourself saying, I can't do this? Or what if this doesn't work out? Or a big one for most of us, there's no way anybody would ever listen to me. Sure, some things may fall flat. Some things may not go our way. But that's when you embrace the struggle and you pick up the pieces and make something out of nothing. Napoleon Bonaparte said, he who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. So don't let fear of failure and self-doubt keep you from greatness. And the third mistake often limiting your growth is comparing yourself to others. How often do you hear someone say, I could never be like, or I could never do what he or she does? Well, I'm here to share with you a little secret. That's a good thing. So I tell you, embrace the uniqueness. If the world were a bunch of Kevins, this would be a boring place. You see, because the beauty of life lies in the uniqueness of our stories. Our experiences make us who we are and make us great. So get out of the habit of comparing yourself to those around you, because they're not you and you will never be them. And that's okay, because each one of us needs to be who we are deep down inside. The fourth mistake I see quite often is the failure to take action or waiting for the right time. Many of us will say, I'm gonna wait to see how so-and-so does, or like I've often done, said, I need to wait to see how this works before I try it out. Or as many of us say, I can put this off until whenever. Inaction is one of the biggest mistakes we can make in life. And in today's society, we are offered so many other distractions. As Teron Lee Dewar put it in his book, how many green lights do you need in order to proceed? So what is it going to take for you to get started? And we're going to talk about planning or lack of planning later on in this, But at some point you have to stop planning and start acting. You see, if we wait for the right time, it may never occur. As a father, I can attest to this with children. Oftentimes you hear people say, I can't have a child right now, or we need to wait for the right time, or we don't have enough money, or whatever their excuse. But oftentimes they never end up having any children and miss out on one of the greatest blessings of life, simply because they were waiting for the right time. Well, I'm here to tell you, as a business professional, just like having a baby, there's never a right time to start a business. Sometimes you just have to embrace the struggle and start. But I will tell you this 100% without a doubt, if you never start, you'll never succeed. The fifth mistake that I often see, and many of us are guilty of this, is not knowing when to let go. Sometimes we just have to know when things aren't working. And we have to be okay with the fact that not everything is going to work. I know, it's hard to walk away from something that you've invested so much time, so much money, has become a part of who you are. But sometimes you just have to let go. We become so emotionally attached to things that we don't know how to walk away. But if we don't learn to let go, we could miss that next opportunity. Mistake number 6 is more of a problem of perception. Many people say to themselves, I need a large budget, or I need to spend X amount of dollars in order to start. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't need the fanciest of equipment, or you don't need some large production crew in order to get started. I'm here to tell you, with a phone and some basic audio equipment and some basic lighting, you could get started today for less than $50. So grab that phone and start recording today. Some of the most successful people on YouTube and social media started with what they had and learned along the way. And as you grow and your budget increases, then you can worry about the fancy equipment. But don't let your perception of a lack of budget give you a reason to not start today. Again, you have to take action now, or you'll never know what you can accomplish. The 7th and final mistake that I would like to share with you today is not identifying your goals. You must have a plan in order to know where you're going. You should have a plan for your future, whether it be 5 years down the road, 1 year down the road, 1 month, or what's my next video or business opportunity going to be. Because without these goals, you have no way to measure your success. And I'm also here to tell you that you must make a roadmap. Write your plan down. Because without this roadmap, you have no way to know if you're getting off course. We talked about failure to take action, but I'm here to repeat that in this section, because there's so many things out there that distract us, whether it be Netflix, whether it be Facebook, whether it be anything that distract us from devoting time to growing our business. The great Benjamin Franklin said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So those were my 7 deadly sins that can limit your success. And if you find this video helpful, subscribe and hit the bell below, and leave us a comment and let us know what you'd like to learn from us, so that we can help you grow into the entrepreneur that you can be. And as we grow, I ask that you would check out our other videos, and they'll be linked various places throughout the pages and down in the description below. But you can check those out. As we grow our video library, we're here to help you. Again, this is Kevin with GrowWorks, and I thank you for tuning in today.